Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Leo here. Let me start by saying happy Thanksgiving to everyone who has a 4-day weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. Um, Madi went to her parents, to her mom's house for Thanksgiving. And the question today is on the incubator. Somebody's asking, because the cold weather has already started coming in, someone's asking how I keep the temperature in the incubator. Um, I guess they're having problems with their incubator. Let's just try to make it a real quick video. This is the heat tape that I'm using. It's called I think when I order it, it's called Flex Watt, FLEX Watt, WATT. I use this type, and I also use this little one here for certain things. Like when I have some baby tortoises, I'll put this under there. Okay, I guess they're having trouble with heating their incubator when the cold comes in, and they're asking me how I'm dealing with it. So when I first put together the incubator inside, it did great. It was working great. It was keeping temp while the room is at like the room itself is got the AC, AC on. The house, it's in the house, but when we leave for work, the AC goes down to 80, so it keeps temperature great. But during the cold season, in the room that the incubator's on, it gets a little colder, right? A little bit colder, like in the 70s, maybe even in the 60s. So my first year experience was it's good while it's warm outside, but when the cold weather would come in, I needed to subsidize heat. Like the heating element wasn't enough, right? So in my incubator, the heating element is to one side of the incubator, all the way down. But again, I built my own incubator. I guess the person is asking is building his own incubator. So I put one on the one side, on the right side. Though, if you're looking at it on the right side, there's a heat tape in there, like this. And when the cold weather came in, wasn't keeping up. So I put another one in the back. It has a false back, so I put the other one back there. So it's hiding. That's why you can't see it, because there's a little false wall back there. But if you're building an incubator like mine, I recommend putting one on each side for those cold days. Because one's fine when the warm weather is in, but once the cold weather comes in, it's not going to maintain. So put one on each side of your incubator, and that should be plenty. Again, mine has two, but there's one in there that you can't see because it's behind the back panel, and that's where the fan is actually. The air rises, hot air rises, gets sucked in, and then as it goes through the back, it gets pushed out by another fan motor. Yeah, try adding more heat tape, and then if you're doing great during the warm weather time, you just disconnect that one, just leave one on. So my recommendation is put two for those cold days that your house is going to get a little cold at. And then hopefully that helps you. Another thing is, yes, we're still hatching babies. We're still hatching hatchling tortoises, babies. I got some right here. So let me just show it to you. So these are just fresh. Yes. Fresh hatchlings. Let me see. There's another one. This one already closed. This one's about 3 days old. This one's doing good. Do you see? You still got to straighten out. So right now we have a total of uh, let me see, how many is there? I think there's 17, maybe 18 out there in the tub outside, and plus these. So we got them very range from 2 to 3 months, and then from like 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, and then uh, all of these just hatched within the last 3 days. So last 3 days. So I just have them over here under a light. So, and then I got them with romaine right now. So we got cold weather. We'll have cold weather for the next few days, but the days they do get in the 80s, and then the nights get into the 60s, mid 60s, 65. I think today's gonna be the coldest in the 50s. The tortoises are outside in the heat boxes, and then the hatchlings and other ones are still over here in the other building. I mean, inside the other room. But yeah, for you guys, have a happy Thanksgiving, and leave your comments. We appreciate them. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.